Hello, my friends. I can't believe we're already a quarter into the year. I've seen a couple of TikToks of people wrapping up their quarter one favorite books, favorite games, and I thought I'd do my own spin on this and share my quarter one cozy favorites with you all. I feel like this year so far has just been about learning my go-to brands, my go-to authors, like products I trust and believe in, because I'm going to be honest with you all, I don't have a ton of free-flowing income right now. I was laid off from my job in December, and it's just been all about trying to find ways to cut back and only spend money on products I believe in. So it's involved a lot of using the library, a lot of using things I already had and love, or just finally getting around to using stuff I already have. So without further ado, I guess I'll get into this video, and I just want to preface this and say, don't feel like you need these things in order to be cozy. I feel like, a lot of products are pushed onto us nowadays, but you can be cozy with the things you already have at home, and these are not necessities by any means. But yeah, I'll get off my soapbox and we can get into the video. I guess I'm going to start off with games. I have a couple of games and board games I want to talk about, but just one video game, and that video game is Smushy Come Home. Smushy Come Home is an adventure exploration game where you play as a little mushroom who is lost and he's trying to find his way home. And I thought this game was just so darling, so cute. If you've ever played A Short Hike, which is like one of my favorite, like all-time favorite cozy games, it's very similar to A Short Hike. I really love this genre of like explore at your own pace and discover the world type of cozy games. I think they're so fun and so cute, and Smushy Come Home does a really good job of blending the adventure and the puzzle nature of these kinds of games. I think I got the game on like a sale sometime last year. I think it goes on sale pretty frequently. I played it on the Steam Deck when I was home for Christmas, and I just had the best time with it, and I finally finished it when I was at home earlier this year. Yeah, I just found it to be such a cute and endearing game. You get to drive a capybara in the water, just like perfect. Sign me up. I love capybaras. That's my favorite animal. And it's just so cute. And moving on, I have a couple of board games I want to show. The first box I have is a new game that just came out this year, and that is Wormspan. Wormspan is by Stonemaier Games, and they released a Wingspan-like game, but with dragons. If you haven't played Wingspan before, Wingspan is an engine builder. Wingspan is a very popular entry-level game. That was my first board game, I think. One of my first board games I got as an adult, and really just blossomed me into the world of board games. Stonemaier Games has released a spin-off with dragons, and honestly, I find Wormspan to be a lot more engaging and more interesting than Wingspan is. It's a bit longer and a bit more complicated, but I have a lot of fun with it. We bought the premium pieces for Wormspan, and it is just like so good. I love the metal coins. I love the wooden blocks, and it's just such a nice upgrade. My biggest complaint about this game so far is that it doesn't have that great of an organizer. I feel like the Wingspan box was very clear about how it should be organized and was really thought out. This game, you really just gotta throw everything in the box. So it makes it a little bit daunting to set up and take down, but otherwise, I love the game, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. Board games are inherently cozy, I feel like. Can we agree on that? I feel like all of my hobbies are inherently cozy to some level. Like playing video games, cozy. Reading, very cozy. Board games, also cozy, but board games kind of have that social aspect to it, which is a lot of fun. The last game I want to talk about is Viticulture, and Viticulture is a game Peter got for his birthday this year, and it is a worker placement game where you are running a vineyard and selling wines. I think the theme is very cute and just very cozy, but it's kind of vicious playing at 2 players. I think this game is the most I have ever cursed at Peter while playing a game. It is very vicious, and I get very competitive when we play it together. With more people, it's a bit nicer, but with 2 people, very vicious. We have the Essential Edition, and I just realized this is another Stonemaier game. I feel like Stonemaier Games is a brand we trust at this point. We have a few Stonemaier games, and I didn't realize this was one of them. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. It's fun. It's good. You run a vineyard. My next category I want to talk about is books. The first set of books I want to talk about is the Emily Wilde series by Heather Fawcett. I have Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies and Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands. I read the first book at the beginning of the year, and I read the second book recently. Really recently I finished it. And this is just the cutest, coziest fantasy series. It follows the story of Emily Wilde. She is a professor at Cambridge. She's a professor in dryadology, and she's performing a research assignment in both of these books she is researching. Things kind of start to go awry as her rival and colleague, Wendell Bambleby, kind of intrudes on her research and, causes some chaos. And I just think this is a really cute series. It's a very different take on fae than a lot of mainstream fae books, which I really enjoy. I find I haven't really liked many of the mainstream fae books, but this is really fun. It's kind of got this like scientific lens on it. And I think it is just so fun to watch Wendell and Emily's relationship kind of bloom throughout the series. It's just very cute and cozy. They are a bit slow as cozy fantasies go. I feel like not a lot happens, but I still thought it was very cute and very fun. The last book I have is probably my favorite book I've read this year, and that is The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. In The 7-Year Slip, we follow the story of Clementine as she is staying in her late aunt's apartment, and she discovers there is something magical about this apartment, and it's that this apartment lets you go into like a window that is either 7 years in the past or 7 years in the future. It depends on who you are. She ends up meeting someone in this apartment, and it's very... I also watched this movie recently. It's very reminiscent of Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, and maybe I just make that correlation because the main characters' names are both Clementine, but I feel like it's very similar in that way. This book made me feel like so many different emotions. There's just so much grief, so many emotions, so much love, and I just really enjoyed it. I've read Ashley Poston's other adult romance novel, and also one of her YA romance novels, sidebar. What I really like about Ashley Poston is she has this like speculative fiction style spin on romance that makes it just so unique and so interesting. That's why I really like her novels. I think they're just such a unique take on romance, and I'm super excited for her new book that's releasing later this year. I believe it is called A Novel Love Story. Yeah, I'm super excited for it. As you can tell, I barely even know the name. I don't watch that many movies or shows, but there are a couple I want to call out. And earlier this year, I really wanted to watch a cozy movie, and I asked Peter for some recs, and he put on Howl's Moving Castle. And this isn't the movie I exactly want to talk about. However, I really enjoy that movie. What I want to talk about is later on when we were watching more Ghibli movies, I was like, why didn't you show me this movie? And we clicked on Kiki's Delivery Service. Now, I think Kiki's Delivery Service is just like the quintessential cozy movie. We watch Kiki as she is learning to grow up and grow into a young adult teenage girl and kind of learn how to do things on her own for the first time, and she is a young witch. She starts up her own delivery service inside of a bakery. It was just such a cute and cozy movie, and I feel like that is like the cozy movie. Like that is what I was looking for. I want to be Kiki so bad. I want to be a little witch, like flying around, delivering packages, like living in a bakery. Like that is my dream in life. And then there is a TV show I want to call out. I watch like no TV series these days except for Abbott Elementary. Abbott Elementary is like my new comfort show. We started watching it last year, but season 2 started rolling out recently, and we are like at the halfway point of season 2 right now. They were just on break, and then it came back. Thank goodness. I missed it so much. It is just like the perfect show to just curl up with and unwind with. It is just so funny. It's so cute. It's so like endearing. And if you watch the show as it's kind of like airing, I feel like everything they talk about is so topical. I'm like, wow, that is incredibly topical. And I feel like they just handle issues just in a very good way. and I love it. It is just so funny, so heartwarming, and I think it's been great to watch. I highly recommend it. In my kind of general hobby category, this is kind of like outliers from specific pieces of media, but my favorite cozy hobby has been Lego. I specifically wrote down Animal Crossing Lego, but I feel like Lego has just become a big part of my life in the last year-ish. But the Animal Crossing Lego sets released in March, and I got my hands on 2 of them, and we built them together, and it was just so much fun, and I love Animal Crossing, and I've been having so much fun building these Lego sets. I want them all, but maybe sometime in the distant future, I will treat myself once I get a job, once I have an income, to the other Animal Crossing sets, or if Lego wants to, like, hit me up, you know. I wouldn't say no. I think we're ways off from that, but manifesting. I feel like Lego has just been such a fun hobby to just sit with, to just focus on, and just kind of clear my head of anything else. It is a bit of an expensive hobby, which is why I haven't gotten into it until recently. Peter gifted me a couple of the Lego flower sets last year, and this year I just kind of went all in on those Animal Crossing Lego sets. In my home category, there are a couple products I want to show you, a couple of cute things. I don't know why I'm picking this up right now. I really shouldn't. First up is this mushroom ottoman. It is my joy. I got my feet kicked up on it right now because it's close enough now. So last year I got was that last year or was that the beginning of this year? I feel like that was like the start of my re-entry to making YouTube videos, was getting that corner chair in my office. I was trying to make my office more cozy and I wanted a sitting space. So I got this chair and it's quite cozy. You can like sit on it like side saddle or like have your legs up on it. It's a little too short to kick your feet up. So eventually I bought an ottoman, and I bought the mushroom ottoman, the viral mushroom ottoman, and I just think it's the most darling little thing. And surprisingly, I don't use it all that much over there. Where I use it is at my desk. I'll put it under here and kick my feet up. I'll grab like my controller and like play games back here with my feet kicked up. I feel like that has just been an improvement on the coziness of this room. Totally unnecessary. You can literally use any ottoman, but the mushroom ottoman did fit kind of the vibe, and I just think it's so cute. We got to talk about the Wizard of Waterdeep. This is the Build-A-Bear Capybara, which launched earlier this year. And on Valentine's Day, Peter surprised me with this little guy. His name is the Wizard of Waterdeep because I am a Gale lover. You know him, you know him. Capybaras are my favorite animal. They have been for such a long time. Capybaras have been my favorite animal since that one episode of Pets 101 aired on Animal Planet back in 2011. They showed a capybara and it changed my life. I was an avid Dogs 101 and Cats 101 watcher as a kid. I would sit there, turn on the Animal Planet, learn all of the dog facts. I can look at a dog and be like, yeah, I know what that is. That's like my hidden talent. And this thing is just so goofy looking, but it's also just really cute to hold and kind of like cradle in your arm. He also has a red robe on because he was a Valentine's Day gift, and this was part of their like adult Valentine's Day collection. I thought it was hilarious, and Peter added it on him. This is the last thing I have to show in this category. This is a basket. You can get a basket from like literally anywhere. You probably have something you can use in your home for this. You can thrift one. Literally anywhere you can get a basket from. What we use this basket for is to put our phones in. This is the phone basket. So when we are like downstairs chilling, I need to get away from my phone, just throw it in the phone basket. Forget about it. And then once it's in the basket, we don't touch it. I feel like there's a lot of times where I get really anxious by my phone these days, just with creating more content and the viral nature of content these days. I feel like I am subject to a lot of people's opinions and a lot of mean comments. My phone makes me anxious sometimes, so we just set it in the box, the basket, put it away, and it just sits on top of our bookshelf. And I feel like this has really been helpful in like I don't know, giving a dedicated space for the phone. You totally don't even need a basket now that I'm saying this out loud. You can just throw it on the charger. But I feel like this was just really helpful to like give it a designated space. The last thing I want to show are some cozy clothes, and I literally wore this whole ensemble last video. So first is this green cardigan. I love the color green. I love wearing it. This green wool cardigan from Cezanne. Cezanne was a brand I wanted to purchase from for a while, but a bit pricey. I saved up some money and I pulled the trigger on it. And I bought a pair of pants, and the pants are amazing, but they're just jeans. But they are really amazing. They fit phenomenally. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for the cozy faves. Jeans are not cozy. But this wool sweater, I love it. It's like the perfect thing to wear during the springtime. And I've noticed with this sweater, it has less wool itch than other wool sweaters I have. That's because I don't think this is 100% wool. I think there's some other stuff in it, but it's mostly wool. It's mostly alpaca, my bad. I feel like this gives the warmth of wool, but doesn't give the wool itch. There's like a little bit of itch, but it's not too bad. I love the quality, I love the color, and it brings me joy. It brings me joy. And then, again, I'm telling you, we saw this outfit ensemble last video. This is a white dress. It's a white eyelet dress from Madewell, but I bought it on Poshmark. I saw this person on Pinterest, and they posted their outfits, and there are several outfits of them wearing this dress. I've been looking for like a white dress, but I didn't know what exactly I was looking for. If you're looking for an article of clothing you see on like Pinterest or literally anywhere, you can just take a screenshot of it and like reverse image search it on Google. I just use the Google app and do this. And Pinterest has this built in these days, but I find the Google one is really useful because I can search for Poshmark and Depop listings. That's my secret to you guys. That is the secret sauce I am leaking to you guys. I'm not gatekeeping it. If you know what you're looking for and then you can find it anywhere. So I found the exact dress on Poshmark, and it's just a 100% cotton dress, and I wear it so much. I've really fallen in love with it. And it's just the perfect dress to wear year round. During the like warmer months, you can wear it with just the dress itself. It's got some tie straps, but also you can layer it with something lighter on top. And then in the winter months, you can wear a sweater on top, a cardigan like I was last video, you know. Very versatile, and I love it. And it also has pockets, so I'm winning. That's all I got. Those were all of my cozy faves that I really, really loved and enjoyed and wanted to share with you all. Again, please don't feel like you need these things to be cozy. You probably have everything you need to be cozy at home. So please don't feel the need to like go out and buy all these things. Like, that is not the intent here. I just wanted to share some things that I was really liking lately, and I have fun watching these videos, and I had a couple of things to recommend and just talk about, so I hope you enjoyed it too. With that, I will be signing off, and I will be seeing you all next time. Bye-bye.